All right, everybody, we are live here at Speakers Theater, and I wanted to share and showcase a few of our speakers. Now, you're only going to be able to hear them in audio because we're having a little technical difficulty between the audio and the visual of streamlining all of this. So, definitely, I am going to go ahead and turn on the audio on the Zoom so you can listen to our speakers.
Next up, we have the amazing. She travels. I don't even know where she lives anymore because she's literally at an event somewhere in the world. She's spoken in Italy. She's spoken all over the world. She's got an amazing dental practice, and she does so much for the Mentor Studio and her own business. And she's taken every single thing there is about her team. Let's give it up for Dr. Emily.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. My name is Dr. Emily Letran. I am a certified high performance coach, international speaker, event host, and I would love to invite everybody to come to my upcoming event in Denver in October. You can get a complimentary ticket. We are all about learning how to control stress, increase net income, live happier life, and create more impact in your community.
Awesome. Give her a round of applause, everybody. You're amazing. She's amazing too, and I'll be speaking at one of her events, which is going to be coming up in Denver, but she's got a lot of events, and she's always speaking at an event. So thank you, Dr. Emily. Next up, all the way from Canada, she's working through the summer because the sun is shining and it's not 20 below. Let's give it up to Christine.
Hi, everyone. It's About You by Christine Lennox. That's the business name, and I stuck my name right into it because it's about me and it is about you. And as a herbalist for 34 years, I've done a lot of work with helping people improve their level of health. I'm constantly sharing pieces of information with them, and I'm looking forward to expanding into the speaker and podcasting realm for myself and being able to help people learn how to look after themselves and feel better. And we want to get at those root causes and have them understand what those symptoms are. What do they really mean? And I've got my information will be in the chat momentarily.
Fantastic. Give Christine a big thunderous round of applause, everybody. You know, we all don't always get to be on the stage or get to be in front of people. And it's, you know, you're right now, and I'm not going to point out anybody or say anybody, but you're in front of some of the biggest marketers on the planet. You're in front of platinum partners here. You're in front of people who are, we got about 4 countries here. There's a lot of amazing people here. And it's just you're in front of actually a very, very, very large entertainment group who's got 20 Tonys under their belt and put on big productions and also get people into movies. You've got a lot of people in front of you right now watching you, but nobody's saying you've got a gentleman who created one of the largest next to Sony music groups out here. So it's not about who we are, it's about how we're serving each other. And it's amazing. Nobody even goes down that road to say, well, I did this and this and this and this. And that is really great to see. Now, all the way from Southern California, he's going to be part of the group that actually brings the Mentor Studio. Is already doing everything in Japanese in translation, and we're going to be moving to Spanish next. He's part of that group that's going to be doing. His business partner comes all the way from Mexico City. Let's give it up. And Jose is a leader with Power Team, going to be running a mastermind in Irvine, California. Let's give it up for Jose.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for that, Michael. So I'm the sales and marketing scientist, and my name is Jose Luis Chan, and I'm co-founder and CEO for Implementores and Sales Match. And we help businesses and entrepreneurs to increase their sales easily with innovation. And we are looking for speakers, and we're about to launch our 2 podcasts, one in Spanish and one in English. So we're looking for you guys to join us and help us how to bring us your acumen and share it with everyone else around there. I'll leave my information down.
Awesome. Give Jose a big round of applause, everybody. Had an amazing day. Just, you know, it's amazing too because you never know who you're going to network with or who's perfect for your network. And that's a really critical piece here. Now, all the way again from that great state of it's hot, it's hot, it's hotter, but it's not Arizona. Let's give it up for Pete.
Hi, Pete Custis here. I'm an author and real estate agent. I actually just wrote my first book, How to Sell Real Estate. It launched today on Amazon. So I'm going to have a link where you can get the digital version for free, or you can buy a paperback version. And if you review my book and send me an email, I'll give you an item of unspeakable value. So I'm looking for other real estate agents or people that want to learn about real estate. I'll have all the links there. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everybody.
Give him a round of applause, everybody. Pete is awesome. Thank you, Pete. It's been a while since I've seen you. It's great to see you again. All right, now, let me just lower your hand. She's come all the way from... She has, see, how do I do this the best? She's amazing. She's spoken on stages all around the world. She's created a huge not company. She comes all the way from South America. She now lives in that incredibly, incredibly hot state and loves it dearly. Moved from a wet state to a hot state, and that's the way it is, but it's a lot drier. She's actually going to be doing help with the Mentor Studio on our social media. Let's give it up for Angie.
Hello, my name is Angie Hernandez. What I do is I teach people, business owners, entrepreneurs, how to utilize social media strategies to grow their brand, make more money, and position yourself to grow your organization and, of course, make more money. What I'm looking for is to get in your podcast and your events, and also for you guys to also be in my podcast, my event, my social media, so we can all grow together. I'm gonna be leaving all my information in the box. Thank you.
Give a big thunderous round of applause for Angie. Awesome. And Jose too. We're gonna have a call with Angie. Just everybody, we're always open about what we do because she would love to be part of what we're gonna do for the Hispanic market, for the Latin market. So, and we're gonna hit that one pretty hard. Okay, fantastic. You guys are awesome. We're gonna continue on. You know what's great too? Nobody's left, which means because this is the point, right? People start talking, and that's when somebody has to go. And then to me, you know what it's because we track who's on, who stays. What you're saying is I'm not that interested in everybody else once I did my piece. Everybody got that? The other thing too is you guys you're nailing this. I mean, we're staying right on time. We're doing perfect because we believe in being on time. Let's give it up all the way from Mexico City. He's going to be part of the move into Latin America, Eric Ramirez.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for that introduction. So my name is Eric Ramirez from Mexico City, the Aztec City. I'm co-founder of Sales Match. So as business owners, we know that it is not easy to find the right sales representative to promote your business, right? So we have developed an AI and artificial emotional intelligence driven platform that will make this work for you. So as part of our strategy, we are launching a podcast. We are going to talk about how to increase your sales and innovate your business. So we are looking for business owners that want to share how they have overcome their challenges to grow and scale their business.
Awesome. And where should they find your information?
So I will put my information right into the chat.
Awesome.
So they can contact us.
There you go. Give them a round of applause. And also, one thing I want to hear next week is I want to hear those of you who got onto a new podcast, a new show, a new stage from this call. We'd love to know that, and then I'll drop my email address in there. Misty or Donna, somebody drop my email address in there. Donna was blasting out to everybody, and you can email me and let me know. Tell me three amazing things from this call today. How's that? So we might use you in some of the marketing. We'll ask you first, of course, before we go there. But it's always great to see. And now let's give it up, Denise. Actually, where are you calling from?
I am calling in from Florida.
Okay, fantastic.
State.
Yeah, so now from the great state of Florida where it's hot, wet, humid, but the sun always shines, give it up for Denise.
You betcha. I am Denise Thomas, your debt-free college coach, and I partner with U.S. parents to put their kids through college debt-free. This uses a strategy that got my 2 homeschool kids 17 scholarships totaling $200,000. They got paid to go to college. I'm looking for introductions to parent and homeschool groups and guests for my debt-free degree podcast and summits. And also, JV partners. Want some cash? That's the way to do it. My info's in the chat.
Give Denise a thunderous round of applause, everybody. Well done, Denise. And did you guys see actually in the chat, Denise? Let's see. In the chat, make sure you let me guys. Dr. Emily Tran already got on a podcast while we've been on this call, so give that a round of applause. That's called Making This Happen. And now I'm going to make sure I don't destroy your name because I don't want to do that. So is it Salam?
Yes.
Oh, I got it. And where are you calling from?
Vancouver, Washington State.
Oh, fantastic. All right, all the way from the great Pacific Northwest above where I live in Canada, Vancouver, beautiful city in this world. Let's give it up for Salam.
Thank you so much. My name is Salam Nazidi, Salam in Peace, and I'm hypothyroid nutrition coach. And I help stressed, entrepreneurial, and employed women with hypothyroid condition to regain their health and success using nutrition. I'm looking for women suffering this condition to teach them how to use turmeric to ease their hypothyroid symptoms in my coming workshop, August 30th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I have the links for you in the chat. Thank you.
Oh, she's good. Give her a round of applause. Well done. And actually, the syndrome she's talking about is huge because I was in the medical field, and it's so. Thank you so much for doing that, and thank you for taking care of people in this world. Thank you. All right. Next, we have from this amazing. This is an entertainment group that just blows my mind. What they do. They're out there. They're helping people. They're helping people getting into movies, on stage, Broadway. And you know what? All they ever say is, how can we be of assistance? Let's give it up for Michael.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? My name is Mike Bumpkin. I'm the CEO, founder of VIP Ignite, and we help empower models, actors, musicians, CEOs, and entrepreneurs to meet with high-level executives. People can snap their fingers and change their life in 30 seconds or less. And my gift today for everybody that's on here, we're actually hosting an event in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, October 21st. We will have 35 of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry. So if you're interested in reality TV, you're interested in getting your brand out there, some of our keynote speakers are the one and only, the greatest person that I've ever met. My dear close friend Michael Silvers will be there. Bill Walsh will be there as a keynote speaker. In addition to that, Forbes Riley will be there as a keynote speaker. She sold over $2.5 billion from television as a TV host. So if you're interested in coming there, I will give everybody who reaches out to me, all you have to do is text the word coffee to 26786. Scroll down, that is our podcast. Just reach out to Denise. I will put you on that stage. Your accolade will blow up. And not only will I put you on stage, but I will have a room filled with over 250 qualified buyers who will literally come up and meet with you one-on-one to learn about your service, to buy your product, to get advice and knowledge. So this is going to be a life-changing opportunity. So all you have to do, once again, is text the word coffee to 26786. And I want to thank Donna, Michael, Bill Walsh for creating this event. I am so excited to be here today.
Give Michael a big thunderous round of applause. And actually, I did let him go a little longer because what they have created has such an impact in everything that's happening right now. And Bill and I will be speaking there, and I haven't talked to Forbes in at least a couple months, but that'll be great to have her there. So it's always impact. It's people making a difference, and they're doing it every single day. So make sure you register, you get in there, and you text coffee to 26786. All right. And now the amazing from that, all these warm states on here. That's funny. From another warm state right in the middle of the country, moved from California. Let's give it up for Jonathan.
Hello, folks. I'm Jonathan Tron. I can't believe I get to go after Michael. Michael, take advantage of his offer. He is amazing. My name is Jonathan Tron. I know a lot of you here. See a few new faces, which is great. I'm the creator of the Self-Love Revolution. We're doing with Michael in the Mentor Studio. We're doing a brand new summit in September. So I'm looking for a few things. One is podcast that I can share it with. We're looking for speakers. If Michael's still here, definitely want to talk to you about that, Michael Fromkin, about joining us on that. And I'm looking for people who want to spread the word about it, JFE partners and affiliates. I'll put my info there. Thank you, Michael, for helping create another summit. I never would have done a second one on my own, at least this quickly. And Forbes was actually on our first summit. Forbes Riley, who's going to be there with Michael. She was in our first Self-Love Revolution Summit. So that's what we're looking for. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Put your information in the bottom, and I will hook you two together because Michael, we are partnership on that with also Jonathan. So let's rock that thing. It would be just great. It's a great group, and we're having way too much fun. Okay. Now, with that being said, let me just lower hand. Okay, great. Now, Sally, where are you from again? I just blanked.
Connecticut.
That's right. Okay. Oh boy, it's been a while, but all right.
On the side of the country.
So we did Pacific Northwest. Now for the Pacific, the Northeast. Let's give it up from a beautiful place in this world, Sally.
Thank you, everyone. I am the creative director at Action Takers Publishing. And one of the things I've learned on my journey this past couple of years is that writing my story really helped me to heal. And what we're looking for are people to share their stories, because when you share your stories with other people, it helps them too. So we're looking for people to share their stories in our themed anthology books. We have about 7 or 8 of them right now, and go to actiontakerspublishing.com and you can check them all out. I'd love to speak with anyone here who might want to become a best-selling author or don't have a book yet to hand out on stage.
Awesome. Give her a round of applause. Always good to see you, Sally. Thank you for being on here. We're having way too much fun. And now, Michael, I don't remember where you're from either. Michael Post, you got 10 seconds.
Okay, I didn't know which Michael.
I know. Michael, where are you from again?
Michael, there's so many Michaels here. I'm from Yuma, Arizona, born in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's right. And now, again, from a warm part of the country, we're all living in warm parts. This is too funny. Let's give it up for Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Also, hablo español, so I'm excited. I'm here to bring the vibrational and hydration medicine to humanity, to unite humanity through meditation. So I'm looking for coaches and even coaches who coach coaches, so we can reach the masses in this very, very huge collective shift. So if anybody is interested, I'd love to be of service. I have so much to offer. I'm looking forward to serve all of you, and we can serve together. Y hablo muy buen español.
Awesome. Give Michael a thunderous round of applause. You guys are awesome. This is too much fun. There we go. And now, from the great country of South Africa, but happens to decided today, because he wanted to do this differently, to come to us from Scotland. Let's give it up for Jam.
Yes, thank you, Lord, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jan Roberts. I'm a founder of Key Leadership Institute and co-founder of JR Speakers Club. I'm a coach, international speaker and trainer, and I'm looking for more corporate stages, and my links are in the chat. Thank you.
Give him a round of applause. Did he hit that one big? Isn't that great? Awesome. And I always try to think, if you're for the Mentor Studio, if you're our furthest member away in South Africa, but we do have a member, we have somebody in Tasmania. So I'm going to have to do the map, and I'm going to have to see. It's close. We'll figure that part out. So you guys are awesome. Is there anybody else who cannot raise their hand that would like to go that I did not see a moment ago? Laura, I thought I saw you on your car phone, so that's good. All right, let's give it up. She's driving. She's not looking at us. She's parked. She's doing everything the right way. Let's give it up for Laura. Laura,
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Perfectly.
Okay, good. So, thank you, Mike, for putting this on. I am totally committed. Yes, I'm not driving the whole time. I pulled over the side. I had to go to the doctor's, but I didn't want to miss this opportunity. My name is Laura White, and I'm the owner of LW Consulting, and I help women grow and scale their business with simple, easy strategies using social media. I'm a speaker, author, and international speaker and author, and I love to help others. So if any way I can help anybody, let me know, and I'm looking to speak on more stages. Thank you.
Awesome. Give Laura a thunderous round of applause, everybody. Laura's amazing. She's also Rainmaker. She's also a leader within Power Team, and she's at the Mentor Studio, and she's just everywhere. And she's just amazing. Now, give yourselves all a round of applause. Everybody, a round of applause. So now we're going to move into, this is information content time. This is not the time to drop off. This is where you suddenly see everybody. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. So stay on the whole time. If you can't this time for any reason, plan to be on next time the whole time. I like people who can book the time, because you're also going to honor the people who are going to give you information and content. So we're going to have 2 on today because sake of time. We always want to be sake of time. I've got 2 loaded up today. They're going to give you 9 minutes of content. 9 minutes, not any further. Misty, start programming here. Is Misty? There we go. And they'll give you their opt-in so you can meet with them if you want to. We've got 2 coming up, because one we're going to honor because she's our lead trainer, but she's going to go second. And then I'm going to do a 10-minute Q&A wrap at the end. Anything we want to talk about, we'll go from there. So without any further ado, this man has businesses all around the world. He's got a main business where they've done 95,000 tax returns. He deals with social media. He's been on the big stages. He works with Forbes Riley. He works with VIP Ignite. He's done every single course on the planet. I don't think anything's left to buy. And he also is multiple properties in real estate, multiple. And he is just brilliant at what he does. Let's give it up for the man about town, Mr. Albert. You're not wearing your new jacket. Mr. Albert Corey. Give him a round of applause, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Michael, you know who I am. I'm sure everybody's seen me before, but my name is Albert Corey. I started with $10, and I built a company that goes around the world with clients in 7 countries and 50 states we work with every day. And guess what? I only have 1 office in the Miami area, Hialeah, Florida, which is, if you know anything about Miami, you really don't want people to know you're in Hialeah. So you have to figure out how to make things happen. Well, today I'm going to show you how you can almost grow your business that doesn't cost you anything. In fact, I even come up with some cool little ninja tricks that I learned every day. Well, one of the ones is, let me give you a little backstory. I was at Mr. Mike from VIP Ignite. Thank you, Mike. I was at an event in Atlanta. And just for fun, he's the most awesome agent leader out there. So I'm doing a photo shoot, getting look pretty. I have my nice conservative jackets until one of his actors named Marcel had this whole wardrobe. So just to be funny, I took out this jacket that pretty much my wife calls it. Hey, Michael, what's it called with the circus guy who starts the ladies and gentlemen, whatever it's called?
The ringmaster?
Ringmaster. That's what my wife calls it. So I put this jacket on. Mind you, I usually wear black, okay, black, white shirt, very conservative. I wear this jacket, and the next thing you know, I'm blowing up on social media. Anybody knows me, I wear usually these white, black shirts. So then now, the next thing I ended up doing, so I took this, and so the other day, tip number one, how many of you want to make more money with less effort? Raise your hand. Let me give you a tip. This is unscripted. Hit every single, how many of you are on Facebook? First of all, raise your hand. Okay, let me tell you a little trick. Every time there's an ad on Facebook, obviously put all those cookies, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you. Click every ad. Because sometimes those ads are really going to take you someplace else. So somehow, some way, somebody had this game on, it's like an ad called OMG. Now, anybody watches me on Facebook, right? Anybody like me on Facebook, just go to Albert Corey. And all of a sudden, you see me putting all these great quotes, all this cool cars. All it is this really just one little game called OMG. Okay, OMG on Facebook. So what it's doing is it's taking your profile picture and making these quotes and getting these pictures like what house you want to live in. Forget about that. So you start by hitting all those Bible quotes. There's all kinds of, obviously there's some crap like who's the next girl you're going to date? Wrong. You don't want to hit those. You always get the ones that are going to push you forward. Like, what car, what house, and obviously you preview them before you click the button. So I was always hitting the Bible quotes, inspiration quotes. Everybody said, oh man, how cool you are. You're like an Einstein. Yeah, I'm hitting a button. So that's one way you can grow your business. Here's another cool tip that I saw happening that I used to do. Another cool tip is, everybody's got calendar links, right? Raise your hand if you got a calendar link, say yes. Come on, everybody does. But you know what I used to do until about 3 weeks ago? I used to say, I was, okay, guys, book an appointment. So then I have to go on Calendly. How many of you have ever done that? Oh, put your link. All of a sudden, you got to quickly rush on your phone, go to Calendly, get the link, and put it in the chat, right? Well, know what I realized? Go out and get a subdomain, okay? I would tell you, start getting a domain with your name on. If you ever want to book with me, I realize that. I'm not going to go sit there and click my Calendly link. I'm going to go to book.accorey.com. So anybody wants to talk to me, it's like bam, bam, it's done. I'm not fiddling and biddling around. Okay, that's another one. Another cool tip that I came up with in the next few years is, how many of you all got these websites? Raise your hand, right? Raise your hand if you got a website. And raise your hand, most of the people can't spell the website that you're in. Or if you're an old man like me, you can take your phone, right? And you can't type it. Because none of us can spell. Maybe Angie, she's the young person here. So maybe Angie can take her phone, since she's the Instagram maven, can type on your phone real quick. But I'm old. I can't type. So what did I do? I then went on this place called Social Tap. Here's what I'm going to explain to you real quick. I can't even spell Social Tap. But I'll tell you how to get there. If you go to acorey.com, that's A-C-O-R-E-Y. By the way, you notice it's easy to spell. Most of the time you can spell it. I see most of these people's names, obviously you can spell. So you get a domain name that you can spell simply. that somebody can take their fingers and spell. Here's another problem people are gonna have. Is like, guess what? And I don't have an Android, but I have an Apple. So on Apple phones, autocorrect is always gonna mess you up, right? So guess what? You make sure you test the domain name before you buy it. You go in the little chat room and you make sure that you can type it. And another thing I learned, by the way, if you text Taxman to 26786, there's going to be another story on this. So I want everybody take out your phone. Come on, everybody raise their phone. And I bet you can spell my opt-in, right? And by the way, Jen, and if you're overseas, go to taxmanprofits.com. You can still get you'll see what it is. So what you do, you text Taxman to 26786. Now, opt-in, I'm going to show you, but another thing I learned is make sure people can spell it. Okay? I'll guarantee you, if you put some long name like The Mentor Studio to get your free gift, ain't nobody's going to text, because I'll guarantee you, if you're typing, you got big fingers like me, that ain't happening 60% of the time. Right, everybody? Raise your hand if this is not a true facts of life. Maybe Michael Post looks like a young guy, so it might not happen. But all the rest of us past the age of like 35, or let's say 45, okay, it's not going to happen because we're going to make the mistake. Sorry, Sally, if I think it's boring, I apologize. But those are some of the ninja tricks that I do every day. And what's pretty cool is I wrote a whole book about increase your profits while drinking coffee. Most of the stuff you can do, like remember I said that OMG trick? How long do you think it takes you to go on your Facebook, click OMG, and guess what? The minute you do it once, these people are slick. OMG will always be on your phone that you can always click. How long do you think it's going to take you to put that post from OMG? Nothing. The only thing it's going to take you the time is to figure out which ones, get the cool one you want for the day. And obviously get a cool picture. You get a cool picture and things are going to go. All right, now getting back to acorey.com, you want to put everything in one spot. Ask me what my Instagram is. Ask me. Somebody, Michael.
What's your Instagram?
Acorey.
You got 1 more minute.
acorey.com. Ask me what my TikTok is.
What's your TikTok?
Acorey. Oh, there you go. Florence got it. Point is, you put everything in one spot, because I learned this when I was on the tour speaking at all the events. People say, oh, what's your Instagram? I have to go think and think. Now they just go to one spot. I call it my jump page, and it makes life easier. You want to learn more about me, go to everybody take out their phone, and the first one who texts it, I will give you an awesome gift. You'll get a copy of, it's right there, sorry. I'm trying to get there because it doesn't come through the thing. Increase your cash flow while drinking coffee, and you're going to get some awesome gifts. The 100 tax deductions and simple profit activators they don't want you to know. So text Taxman, everybody take out their phone. I can see, come on, everybody lift it up, at least humor me. Now take your other finger and go Taxman, Taxman to 26. Now if you're overseas, go to taxmanprofits.com and you'll be able to get it. All right?
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Albert. Give Albert a thunderous round of applause, everybody. Well done. Text Taxman to 26786 or taxmanprofits.com. So, Albert, let's see. For the Mentor Studio, everybody, you just got to text TMS to 26786. How's that? Is that short enough, Albert? Is that good? So,
yes, wait a minute. My big fingers can do that without thinking. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. No, we used to always do the Mentor Studio where people would put an S, no S, or this, or that. Trust me. So, text Taxman to 26786. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. And if you've never, and by the way, right now for TMS, it's just going to direct you to our website to take a look at it. Then it puts you on some of my social media. we're gonna build that out too as we go forward. So you guys are awesome. Give Albert a big round of applause. We're moving right on. Next, coming up, lead trainer at the Mentor Studio, also has her own financially fit business. She's spoken all around the world. We put her everywhere, from here, there, everywhere. She was in London. She's back again. She's shooting down to other events. She spoke in a group of stage. They put on 10,000 people in the room. Let's give it up for the lead trainer at the Mentor Studio, running the simulcast at the same time, now has the system down, and next week she's going to shine. First of all, you're all going to be on here next week? Let me see some hands. If I don't see hands, I'm not a happy camper. All right, we're going to see you all next week, but let's give it up for Donna Campbell.
All right, can you guys hear me?
We can't hear you, Donna. We can't hear you.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, hoping that I didn't get feedback here because I'm running simultaneously broadcast. So not only are we live here on the Zoom channel, we are live on stream going to 9 different channels sharing all of your guys' information. So everybody give that a huge round of applause there, because that really stretched my capacity today. But always be open to new opportunities, say yes, and just bring your greatness to the world. So thank you everything for Michael and for Power Team and for this amazing opportunity here with Speakers Theater to share our messages, because in the words of Bill Walsh, he is always saying your story is too big to play small. So how big can you go with your story, and how many channels can we share simultaneously? So if you guys have your phone, jump on one of the Facebook channels, whether it's the Mentor Studio feed, the Power Team feed, or maybe even my live Facebook feed. Throw a comment in the chat here, because I can see you on StreamYard and I'm doubled up here. And if I look at my actual Zoom camera over here, I'm going to be looking down and like sideways. So, but I wanted to share with everybody here really fast and really quickly is that actually in my own private practice, I am called a mind whisperer. So what does that really mean? And if you guys can share your comments along the way here in the Facebook stream as I'm going, that's great, because those are the comments that I can actually see. So as a mind whisperer, it's kind of like a dog whisperer or a horse whisperer, where it's about reprogramming of the subconscious brain to get the behavior, the action steps in alignment with what we truly think and believe. So I empower people just like you, heart-centered business owners, entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, coaches, healers, really to create those instant results by discovering, identifying, releasing, and transforming those hidden blocked emotions to increase your bottom line revenue 25% or more. Go ahead and write that in the chat, 25% or more consistently. So really, I'm a healer of healers. So if that's something that you want to be in alignment with, go through the process and have more income for you, go ahead and text the word abundance to 26786. The word abundance to 26786. But while I'm here, I'm going to share with you guys 3 tips that you can do in your daily routine to start increasing your money supply today. Is that all right? Yes? Yes? Throw 1 in the chat or here on one of our streams that we can see. That would be totally awesome. So the very first thing that I want to share with you is to create the awareness. To create the awareness of how we truly feel. Because our conscious reality is only about 10%, and that is if you're Albert Einstein. Now, I know I'm not Einstein, so I'm probably not using all of my 10% capacity in my consciousness, but it really makes me beg the question, what is the other 90% doing? And so our thoughts are recorded from the day that we are born to the day we exit this earth, and it's constantly assigning feelings and emotions to those thoughts. But yet we don't know what those feelings and emotions are to those thoughts. And if they're benefiting us and bringing us to us the very things that we ask for when we create, or that's stopping us dead in our tracks, not allowing that abundance to flow in. One of the things that I realized was that we actually have 3 times the negative thoughts that we actually have versus positive thoughts. How did I discover this? Awareness was part of that key. One morning, a couple of weeks ago, I was awake at 2 in the morning. I could not go back to sleep. And like, how many of you, if you show me your hands, I can see you on Zoom here. How many of you are really physics and math nerds? Okay, just me. Great. All right. Oh, Eric, yes, we can totally relate on numbers and physics and all of that on there. But I'm a total geek in that area. So here I am. It's 2 in the morning. I'm calculating 10% of our reality, 60,000 thoughts, which means 6,000 of our thoughts are conscious, and 80% of those are negative. So we only have 1,200 positive thoughts in a day. 4,800 of them consciously are negative. So if there's 90% in the subconscious, when you do the math over there and you add that all up, that's a lot of negative thoughts in a day. So what we do is we create the awareness of how we truly feel. So set a timer on your phone for about every hour and 22 minutes, because when that timer goes off, you're going to stop yourself and you're going to ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment? Because the awareness is the key, because we go on throughout our day and we're not in touch with who we are. We're just doing, running to get to the next thing. And we don't stop to see how we truly are being on the other side. So the second step that I'm going to have you say and do in this daily routine is to identify the feeling. So when that emotion comes up through the awareness, when your timer comes off, identify the feeling. Now, all of our feelings stem from 5 major emotions. The first major emotion is fear. This is where stress and anxiety also reside. The second major emotion, moving up the ladder, is anger. And this is where, frustration can come, pressure can be in there, rage can fall under anger. The third level up is sadness. And sadness is really holding love that we have on the inside, not being able to express it outwardly, but grief falls into that category, loneliness, depression, all of these different states. And then the fourth emotion moving up is happiness and joy, which opens up the heart space to receive the fifth one, which is love. So what's important in that is when you are identifying the feeling, make sure it is a feeling. Don't just say, I'm stuck. That's what the feeling is doing. It is stuck. Instead of identifying how it truly feels. I'm stressed. That's more of a feeling. A lot of people say, I'm okay. Great. What does okay feel like? So we want to make sure we identify the feeling, because then once we do that, we have the empowerment to identify the state that we want to be in. So if you're in stress, maybe you want to feel peace. So identify the opposite of what that is. And then you're just going to go through a quick little breathing exercise, because when we breathe in the oxygen, all of the good things that our body needs. And when we breathe out carbon dioxide, all the things our body does not need. So we breathe in peace, breathe out stress, and do that for 2 or 3 minutes. So the 3 tips: create the awareness, set a timer on your phone so you know when it's time to check in with yourself to identify the emotion. If the emotion is a lower vibrating emotion, such as fear, anger, or sadness, you're going to do the little breathing exercise. But if you're already in the state of happiness and joy and love, you can skip this step and go on. But in those lower states, you're going to take the few minutes, breathe in the positive state, breathe out the negative state, because when you do this one thing several times a day, you are going to release the old emotion and transform it into something new. And you're going to have more focus, more clarity, more balance. You're going to feel better. Your health is going to improve. And you are going to be well on your way to start living your lifestyle roadmap. So all you have to do for more tips like this and everything else that I share is just text the word abundance to 26786. Again, that's the word abundance to 26786. And for every person that does this in the next 5 minutes, because I'm watching here on the clock, I am also going to text you back a special bonus code to the Infinite Prosperity System that I just recently launched for you to keep moving forward and keep increasing your bottom line revenue 25% or more. So thank you, everybody. I'm Donna Campbell. It's been a pleasure. And don't forget, text the word abundance to 26786.
Good night. Right. Give Donna a thunderous round of applause, everybody. Well done. Now you know why she's our lead trainer at the Mentor Studio, right? And by the way, Donna, with almost no warning and not much time, has set this up, figured it out, and got this thing to also live stream out through StreamYard. So give Donna a thunderous round of applause, especially when her and Bill Walsh is doing a Power Team lunch right now in Chicago. Still got on the phone with Donna. The two of them figured it out, worked out what they needed, and got this done. So give that a round of applause. I want to thank everybody. And by the way, those of you streaming in, I've seen some of the comments coming in. I want to thank you so much for being on with us. It is about communication and creating a greater network. So we're going to have these calls every Thursday, Pacific Standard Time. That's Los Angeles time. For somebody asked me that question already internationally. At noon Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, people in Asia and Australia, you got to get up a little earlier. It's okay. It's not that bad. Till 1:30. We're always going to, so you got to be on time because we're always going to start out with masterminding, moving into networking, presentations to rock your world, and then a Q&A time or a time with myself or Donna, just to who you are, what you learn, things that will do different things every single time. Right now, pretty much everybody on this call is a member of the Mentor Studio, so give yourselves a round of applause. If you're not, you have no idea what we're talking about, Donna's going to leave her information in the box too. You want to reach out to Donna because she can take you down many roads, not only the lead trainer and trainer of a large company, speaking on stages all around the world, but also is a driver of large businesses. So she's somebody you definitely want to get to know. And so if the Mentor Studio is something you want to do or move forward, make sure you get that information. We're also doing Power Team luncheons all around the planet. We've got Bill going everywhere. We've got myself. Donna's going to hit the road with the Power Team crew and do that too. We're going to keep her a little bit busy, so give that a round of applause. And if you want to know that schedule, can somebody drop that link into the chat? That would be fantastic. For the Power Team luncheon schedules and then the Power Team mastermind schedules. Because not only do we have lunch and learns where we actually teach and educate, we also have masterminds going off in 7 cities already, and we're growing really fast. We have the one coming up in Orange County, California. Who's going to be there? Yeah, rock and roll. Make sure you bring people to that. We've been promoting that pretty heavily, so make sure that you're bringing that. We have them in Charlotte, in Dallas, in Phoenix is kicking off next month. We're going to make sure we'll have Sharon Lecter at that one. So they're growing all around the country. We have, I think it's 7 currently. We have 5 more that are coming online. We'll have about 45 by the end of the year. And it's a great way to connect, to meet, because we also do a virtual component. And we just, it's about how we do this together. The other thing, too, is that we have 300 live stages in the U.S. at the moment. Bill's going on an international tour. We're sending him through, actually, we're starting in Honolulu, so give that a round of applause. I forgot we're starting the Honolulu Mastermind. So I told him I'm doing the next one. And then he's going to Vietnam. He's going to be going through Europe and Eastern Europe and coming back around. And then we'll be doing more and more and more. We've got the group starting, obviously, in South Africa. We've got a large Canadian presence, and we'll be coming up there for many events and continue on. So make sure that you hook up with Donna, because whether it's down the Mentor Studio track, which is the same as the Power Team track because we're partners, right? She can take you, see what you need, figure it out, and put you in that place of where you need to go. If you're a speaker, author, trainer, entrepreneur, you just need more contacts, she'll again move you in the right direction. We do this as a team and a family. We go as one, and it's really about making a difference every single day. So if you want to know more, right, you can just text into email Donna. She'll take care of it from there. She'll take care of you, make sure that it works best. And also, critical, because a lot of people I saw are listening out there on one of our channels, and we're also on Twitch. You've got to get on the Twitch channel. Your broadcast should be on Twitch. Twitch is one of the fastest growing. Who owns it? It's called Amazon. We went to a Twitch convention. We were next door to it back in 2019. There were 55,000 people at their convention. So even though you think of Twitch as sort of gamers, it's not. There's a lot of business people on there, and you move through there. So Twitch is a channel you definitely always want to broadcast out to. But with that being said, it's about community, family, staying together, doing this together. Reach out to us. Be on every Thursday. Let us get to know you. Join the membership. Really become part of the team. And just have more fun with what you do. So it's in there. The biggest thing, too, is the access to our stages, our forums. At the Mentor Studio, we have monthly forums. We got the Power Team lunches. You want to make sure your membership is in good standing. That just means we're going through everybody in 2 weeks. And we're going to see who has paid on time and who has not. Everybody got that? And we're not going to really reach out. You're going to get one email, and if you don't respond, done, finished. There's too much going on, and I'm not into chasing people. We want people to run with us at the same time. So, and also on our schedule today, we have a 4 o'clock networking call for those of you who want to jump on that. It's a solid hour of masterminding, actually. It's really a mastermind call. So the information's in the chat right there if you want to join that. That is complimentary. Yeah, a lot going on, a lot of calls, a lot of places to be. Did you meet one new person today? Raise your hand if you did. Did you learn one new thing? Raise your other hand if you did. So we are going to be broadcasting again. We're broadcasting out in Japanese. We'll be moving to Spanish very soon here within a month. And then we'll look at another language we'll be hooking up. So for myself, at Power's team, Bill Walsh, Donna Campbell, the Mentor Studio, I want to thank you so much for being on here. You guys have been awesome. We're going to go as one team and one family. So everybody right now, and next week, Donna's going to run the whole show, so be with her. And then the week after, I'm going to do a full Q&A. We're going to do a business and social media Q&A, so you want to be on that. So pop open your mics, everybody. Everybody pop open your mic. We don't care if it's noisy, if there's kids running by, it doesn't matter. You open up. Hopefully you can open up your cameras. We're all going to say goodbye at one time, one family. So take your right hand, take your left hand, put them together, get some energy going, and everybody shout out a word. One thing you learned today, one thing you listened to, one thing you meant. You can open your mics, everybody. Go ahead, let me hear some words.
Speaker, speak.
Keep going.
Unity.
Come on, this is not a shy group. There's usually 1,000 words. Keep going. Donna. All right. I love it. I'm going to do community today. Are we good with that? I'm going to take community today. And let me tell you, Donna did work it because when it comes to tech, she's the best. But she got it done today, and I saw it broadcasting out. So we're going to say community on 3. And I'm going to leave the chat open for a second so you guys can save the chat. Donna, can you grab the chat too? And you guys are just amazing. So here we go on 3. Community. 1, 2, 3. Community. You guys are awesome. Have a great time. We're going to stop the feed. And we can stop that. And we'll leave the chat open for just a couple minutes. You guys were awesome. Talk to everybody soon. See you next week.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the StreamYard and going to all of the different channels and hanging there with us today. So definitely you want to go to speakerstheater.com, register, and get set up for next Thursday. And until then, we will see you then.